They went searching, didn't they? Wandering through empty streets and hollow hearts, hoping to find a reflection of you in someone else. But there's the rub. What they had with you wasn't ordinary, wasn't replaceable. And now they're cursed with the knowledge that nothing, no one, will ever measure up. You were the spark they didn't understand, the fire they couldn't tame. They thought they could walk away, that life would offer them a second chance at magic. But magic doesn't work like that, does it? It's not something you find twice. Now they sit in the silence of their own making, haunted by the echo of your laughter, the warmth of your presence. They held the world in their hands and didn't even realize it. And that will be their torment forever. They can chase, they can search, they can yearn, but they'll always fall short. Because what you brought to the table wasn't just love, it was an experience, a connection, a once-in-a-lifetime kind of bond. The curse isn't just that they lost you. No, it's that they know they'll never find another you. It's waking up every day with the ache of what they let slip through their fingers. It's watching their life play out in muted colors while yours becomes a masterpiece. They underestimated the gravity of what you were, what you gave, what you stood for. They thought the grass would be greener, the love would be easier. But all they found was emptiness masquerading as fulfillment. They'll keep pretending, of course, smiling through the regret, laughing through the pain. But late at night, when the world is quiet, your name will haunt them. Your absence will weigh heavier than any presence ever could. They'll replay the moments, the ones they dismissed, the ones they took for granted, and every replay will be a dagger, a reminder of what they lost. They might try to numb it, bury it, ignore it, but curses don't fade. Every time they look at someone else, they'll compare, and every comparison will leave them hollow, frustrated, bitter, because there's no comparing the sun to a flickering candle. You were the real deal, the rarest gem, and they treated you like an ordinary stone. Now they're left combing through pebbles, searching for a shine that doesn't exist. This curse is poetic, isn't it? The very thing they sought, freedom, excitement, something better, is the chain that binds them now. The regret, the longing, the realization that they had everything and threw it away. They'll remember your kindness, your patience, your love, and they'll hate themselves for not cherishing it. They'll remember your strength, your light, your authenticity, and they'll despise the void where it used to be. You didn't just touch their heart, you reshaped it. And now that it's empty, it'll always carry the imprint of you. They might try to fill it, but nothing will ever fit quite right. They'll scroll through memories, photos, texts, moments frozen in time. And with every scroll, the curse tightens its grip. What if? What if I had tried harder? What if I had stayed? What if I hadn't been so blind? But the universe doesn't grant do-overs. Their what-ifs will echo into eternity, unanswered, unresolved. While you move forward, unburdened, thriving. They might see you someday, glowing, happy, fulfilled. And it'll sting worse than any punishment they could have imagined, because you'll be a vision of everything they lost, everything they'll never have again. You were the lesson they weren't ready to learn, the blessing they didn't know how to keep. Now, they're stuck with the aftermath, the emptiness, the regret, the curse of knowing. They tried to replace you with facades as distractions, illusions, but deep down, they know. They'll always know. You were irreplaceable. You were the star in their night sky, the anchor in their storm, the heartbeat in their chaos. And now, they're adrift, starless, lost. The universe doesn't forget, and neither will they. Every failure, every heartbreak, every hollow connection they encounter will be a reminder. This isn't what I had with them. They'll tell themselves stories, craft excuses, try to justify their choices. But the truth doesn't bend to ego. And the truth is, they lost the best thing that ever happened to them. Let them pretend. Let them act like they're fine. But you and I both know the truth always seeps through the cracks. Their smiles are plastered, their joy is staged, their life is hollow. This curse isn't about revenge, it's about balance. They created this reality with their actions, their choices, their blindness, and now they have to live with it. You, on the other hand, are free. Free from their chaos, their limitations, their inability to see your worth. Free to live, to love, to thrive. Their curse is their burden, not yours. Let them carry it. Let them feel the weight of their mistakes, while you rise unburdened, untouchable, unstoppable. Their curse is knowing they had everything and lost it. Your blessing is knowing you survived, thrived, and became even greater than before. They'll sit in their silence, won't they? A silence so loud it drowns their thoughts, fills the void they tried so desperately to ignore. That's the real curse, an unending dialogue with the memories of you. Every glance at their empty spaces will scream your name. They'll replay their mistakes over and over, like a broken record in their minds. And no matter how they try to skip past it, that scratch on the vinyl keeps pulling them back to the chorus of regret. You were their favorite song, and now all they hear is static. They will scroll through their phone, stare at your photos, and feel the weight of 1,000 unsaid apologies. But their ego won't let them send that message, won't let them say, "I was wrong." And so, the regret festers, growing like a shadow that looms larger every day. They thought they could move on, replace you with something shiny, something new. But all they found were hollow laughs and fleeting thrills. Nothing matches the depth you brought, and they'll be reminded of that emptiness for the rest of their days. Every holiday, every milestone, every quiet moment, they'll wonder what life could have been like with you. But that's the thing about loss, it doesn't just haunt your nights. It slips into your mornings, your afternoons, your every waking moment. Their curse isn't just regret. It's the realization that the life they're living now is a shadow of what it could have been. You were their light, their guide, their sanctuary. And now they're stumbling in the dark. They'll try to distract themselves, throwing their energy into fleeting pursuits. But no matter where they run, they'll find your absence waiting for them. It's in the things they used to share with you, in the places that now feel hollow, in the laughter that feels forced. They'll pretend to be fine, of course. That's their game now. Masks upon masks, layered with fake smiles and shallow conversations. But behind closed doors, that's where the truth lives. That's where the curse breathes. They'll hear your name in passing, catch a glimpse of someone who reminds them of you, and feel their heart skip a beat. But it won't be you. It will never be you again. And that realization will sting like the sharpest blade. This curse, you see, is poetic. It's justice served not by your hand, but by the universe itself. They'll drown in their what-ifs, tangled in the web of their own choices, caught in the trap they set for themselves. Even in their sleep, you'll haunt them. Dreams of what was, of what could have been, will play on repeat. And when they wake up, the cold reality of your absence will be the cruelest part of all. They'll try to find solace in others, but every connection will feel like a hollow echo of what they had with you. They'll search for that spark, that fire, but all they'll find is a faint glow. Nothing burns as brightly as you did. People around them will notice the shift, won't they? The forced smiles, the lingering sadness in their eyes. They'll wonder what's wrong, but they won't ask. And so the curse remains their secret, their burden to bear alone. Their friends might even warn them, you messed up with the best thing that ever happened to you, and while they laugh it off, inside they'll know it's true. The truth is a relentless companion, always whispering in the background. They'll try to convince themselves that they're better off, but deep down they'll know it's a lie. They had the real thing, and they let it slip away. That's the curse, knowing they'll never taste that kind of love again. When they see you thriving, glowing, moving forward without a second thought for them, it'll burn. It'll be the kind of pain that words can't capture, a hollow ache that echoes in their chest every time they think of you. And they will think of you every single day. Whether they admit it or not, you've etched yourself into their soul. You are the shadow they can't outrun, the memory they can't erase, the what if that will follow them to the end. They'll watch you from afar, see your joy, your success, your radiance, and with every achievement of yours, their regret will grow, because they'll know they weren't just a chapter in your story, they were the ones who couldn't keep up with your greatness. The curse will linger, gnawing at them in ways they can't explain. It's not just the loss, it's the knowing. Knowing they could have had it all with you. Knowing they threw away the kind of love people search lifetimes for. Let them carry that weight. It's theirs to bear now. While you're free. Free to rise, to shine, to live a life that's bigger and brighter than anything they ever imagined. Their curse will be their legacy, the invisible chain that binds them to their mistakes. But your legacy, that's a phoenix rising from the ashes, a story of triumph, resilience, and unshakable strength. And that, my dear, is the ultimate twist in this tale. While they wither in the shadow of their regrets, you bloom in the light of your freedom. Their curse is your victory, and the universe couldn't have written it better. Let them drown in their regret, their longing, their empty search. That's their story now. Yours is one of triumph, of resilience, of joy. And the best part, you don't need to lift a finger. Their own choices were the architects of their downfall. The curse was self-inflicted. They'll keep looking, keep chasing, keep trying. But the truth is, their search will always lead them back to you, to the memory of what they lost. So let them live with their curse, while you live your life free, radiant, victorious. And that, my dear, is the ultimate win.